Welcome to another edition of Tremendous Job Interview Questions, Strong Advice for Hiring Managers. I'm Jim Roddy, president of Jameson Publishing and author of the book, Hire Like You Just Beat Cancer. Today's tremendous interview question is, what are your top 5 accomplishments in life? I've made some notes here on the whiteboard that I'd like to share with you. So I don't ask this question at the first interview. The first interview is typically when you're reviewing the resume and getting a gauge whether the candidate has the right skills and personality for your job. But I ask this at the second interview when I want to find out, did the candidate actually accomplish anything? A lot of times I'll jump to this question early in the second interview if I'm sensing that the candidate is light. And what I mean by that is they seem pleasant, they present well, you're happy to talk to them, but you haven't had a sense that they've actually accomplished anything in their work history. And so an example of that, when I had a candidate that I sensed was light, I asked them this question: what are your top 5 accomplishments in life? And they really struggled with it. And after about 10 minutes, the best that they could come up with was their number 3 all-time accomplishment was being voted homecoming queen in high school. So we tried asking more follow-up questions, but it really came to the point of this person didn't have the accomplishments that we wanted to translate into success at our job. The other thing that you need to remember about this question is to follow the 90-10 rule. So we describe that in the book, and what that means is 90% of the time the candidate should be talking, only 10% of the time should you be talking. So that means you're going to have to use silence, you're going to need to be patient when you ask this question, you're going to need to let the candidate think. In the job interview, you shouldn't be yammering on and on about yourself or your company or your dog or anything like that. You need to find out what's inside the candidate, and this question will allow you to do that, but only if you let the candidate do the talking. And you don't want to interrupt them or lead them into the right answers to this question. You want to find out what is their top of mind response for when they think of what their accomplishments are in their life. The third point I want to make is you need to be skeptical when somebody talks about their accomplishments and get specifics. Were they 100% responsible for that accomplishment, or was it a team effort? A lot of times people will speak to an accomplishment that they played a role, pass it off that they were the leader, that they did everything about it, but the reality of it is that it was somebody else and they were just watching them do it. Now that isn't the case with every single candidate, but you need to, again, be skeptical, get specifics. Once you get those specifics, you're going to find out whether the candidate is really being straight, forthcoming, and honest with you, or if they're just trying to dress themselves up. What kind of person do you want in your organization? Somebody who's actually accomplished anything, or somebody who can just speak well to other people accomplishing things in their work history? Now the last point I want to make is, a lot of times you'll have to ask a follow-up question to what are your top 5 accomplishments in life, and say, what are your top 5 accomplishments at work? Because oftentimes people answer this question by saying, I went to college, or I have a great family, or I have a lot of friends, or I bought a home. And while those are all great, those won't necessarily translate into success in your workplace. So again, a fairly standard follow-up question that I ask if somebody does go down that path of talking about some general college home accomplishments is accomplishments at work. Well, that's all the time that we have for today, and that's just one of 258 tremendous interview questions for my book, Hire Like You Just Beat Cancer. For more strong advice for hiring managers, or to purchase the book, please visit our website at www.hirelikeyoujustbeatcancer.com. Thank you for watching, and happy hiring.